I give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. President. I thank High Representative Christian Schmidt for his briefing. I also welcome the presence of Mrs. Jelka Sijanovic, the chairwoman of the Presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina in today's meeting, as well as the representatives of the EU, Croatia, and Serbia. Mr. President, as we have heard from Mr. Schmidt, Bosnia and Herzegovina is in the midst of a political and constitutional crisis marked by rising political tensions, institutional paralysis, and radical rhetoric and threats of secessionism. Persistent and pernicious nationalist rhetoric with underlying ethnically divisive messaging and blockade in governance seeks to undermine the general framework for peace in Bosnia and Herzegovina and state institutions and institutions of governance envisaged under this agreement. The situation remains unstable, and any further deterioration could potentially jeopardize regional peace and security. Mr. President, as indicated by the High Representative in his report, the events that have unfolded in the country in the past few months have put its two entities, the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina and Republika Srpska, on a perilous path of confrontation. This is deplorable. In this context, Mr. President, I would like to make the following points. First, Pakistan enjoys historical, long-standing and fraternal ties with Bosnia and Herzegovina and its people. Pakistan firmly reiterates its support for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Bosnia and Herzegovina and categorically rejects the secessionist rhetoric seeking to undermine BIH's territorial integrity. Second, we take note of RSS pronouncement about respecting sovereignty and territorial integrity of Bosnia and Herzegovina as provided in the Dayton Agreement. We hope that these declarations would also be backed by matching actions. Third, we are alarmed by the charged rhetoric and unilateral actions targeting the constitutional and governance structures and bodies in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We note with concern the passage of various laws by the RS entity that seek to limit the jurisdiction of state institutions and authorities, undermine their working, and moves to adopt a new constitution in the Republika Srpska. Such moves, which go against the Dayton Accord, only serve to escalate tensions and must cease. Fourth, the use of inflammatory religious and ethnic rhetoric to stoke tensions in the country must end. The region's tragic history serves as a stark reminder that national, racial, and religious hatred, discord, and intolerance can trigger horrific violence. We therefore urge all political actors to exercise prudence, act responsibly, and eschew the use of narrative that seeks to sow inter-ethnic and inter-religious discord and raise tensions. Fifth, Bosnia as a sovereign state has the right to choose its own alliances and partnerships. We support its EU aspirations and urge a constructive, forward-looking, and inclusive dialogue to advance reforms. Mr. President, in March, this Council unanimously called for adherence to the Dayton Accord, encouraging both sides to engage in a constructive dialogue. Today, we reiterate that call. In conclusion, Pakistan's commitment to Bosnia and Herzegovina's sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity is unshakable. The path forward is clear. Dialogue must replace division. Cooperation must override confrontation, and unity must prevail over discord. We urge all parties to act with restraint, renounce divisive rhetoric, and work collectively towards lasting peace. All peoples of Bosnia and Herzegovina deserve nothing less than a future built on mutual respect, shared prosperity, and enduring peace. I thank you, Mr. President.
I thank the representative of Pakistan for his statements.